All right, good morning, afternoon, good evening. Today is January 8th, 2019, and I'm going to make a video for you right now that is angle review. It is going to also have some angles and then the triangle sum theorem. And so this video, I'm going to just review. Some of you had geometry, remember a lot about it. Some of you didn't, different teachers, all that stuff we talked about. And so some things that I want to make sure that we start off this semester talking about and knowing for sure is that if I have a circle and I go all the way around, that is 360 degrees. And if I have a line, and I'll pretend that's perfectly straight, and I go from one to the other, which is now half of a circle. It's half of 360, which is 180 degrees. And so this is called a straight angle. That's because it's a straight line and it's 180 degrees. And then if I have a right triangle, which is a quarter of a circle, if I were to take a circle and I cut it in half and then half again, then I get this quarter of a circle. And so this little symbol tells me this is a right angle. And a right angle is 90 degrees. So we have a circle, and then we have a line, and then we have our quarter or our right angle. Looks like there's some pretty color with that. So let's go with our purple. That's going to be my circle. Let's see this. Let's highlight it in purple. So my circle is 360. So find my picture here of my circle. And then my line, we'll make it blue. So my line is here. So here's my line. It's half of my circle. So the measurement is half of 360. And then I have my right triangle, my right angle right here. And so that's like the L shape. And you know, it could go like this, or it could go like this, or it could go like this. As long as it has that right angle in there, it could even go like this, tilted. But whenever you see that sign right there, then you know it's a right angle. And so that's right here in my circle. So it's all this off the circle. 360 is all the way around, halfway across is 180, and then the right angle is a quarter of the circle. So I want to make sure we knew that. And then I wanted to talk about, I have right angle, that's exactly 90. Degrees. The other angles that you probably remember, you have this type of angle. And so this is called an acute angle. And this is an angle that's less than 90. And then you have your obtuse angle. So that's like this. So it's bigger than 90 degrees. Your obtuse. And so this is greater than 90 degrees. So these are angles that are going to be really important. We're going to be using a ton of. So I just want to make sure that we had all of those. When I say an acute angle, you know what I'm talking about. So now let's go to doing some practice. In the warm-up that we did in class on Tuesday and Wednesday, I gave you a picture like this, and this was your right angle. And I asked you, okay, so I'm going to take this right angle, I'm going to divide it, and if I know this is 32 degrees, then I want to know what is x. So solve for x. So this means I have to know that this part here is 90 degrees. And then I need to know that 32 plus x equals 90 degrees. So that means I need to be able to solve for x. So I can subtract 32. And a lot of you are just going to go straight here. You're like, well, it's 90 minus 32. So you don't have to have the equation there, but it might help some of you. And so that's going to be 10 minus 2 is 8. And then 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is 58 degrees. And so you can always check this. And I always recommend checking your work. 32 plus 58. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 90 degrees. All right, good. That checks. So my answer here is x is 58 degrees. So to do that, I had to know that I had this right angle here that I needed to make sure I was aware of. So then the next one, we have an acute angle here, and then we have an obtuse angle here, and all together it's on a straight angle. So we need to remember that if we have this straight angle, what color did I use for straight angle? Blue. So my straight angle is here. I won't highlight for me. There we go. So this is my straight angle. I need to know what each of those are. But since it's a straight angle, I know that it adds to 180. So if in this case, if this one is 54, the acute angle part, and I want to know what is x, then I need to know, well, they all add up to 180. So x plus 54 equals 180. So I just need to subtract 54 on both sides and do this calculation. 180 minus 54, you can borrow. That's a 6, that's a 2, and then a 1. And so the x equals 126 degrees. And so we can just verify. We can go 126 plus 54 just to make sure it adds to 180. So 6 and 4 is 10, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a 1. So I know this checks. So the second part that we did in class was talking about the triangle sum theorem. So this is the triangle sum theorem, kind of a dividing line there. This is triangle sum theorem talking about triangles. And what it's telling you is that the interior angles, so I'm just going to picture first. So here's a triangle, and I have angles A, B, and C. And these angles together all sum to angle A plus angle B plus angle C, all add up to 180 degrees. So in words, we can say the interior angles of a triangle sum to, where sum to means it adds to 100. Oops, I don't know why that's been writing weird. So let's get my pen back. So they all sum to 180 degrees. So I have this type of triangle. Remember, we tore off the corners in our activity. And so we still saw that no matter what kind of triangle we had, if it was an obtuse triangle, or if it was an acute triangle, if it was a right triangle, we still saw that angle A plus angle B plus angle C all adds to 180. So we tore off, like we kind of cut this off, and we cut this part off, and cut that part off. And I'm going to highlight, kind of helps a little bit. So if this part's blue, and then I have this part's purple, and then I have this part's green over here. The C is green, there we go. Then you can actually tear those off, and then you can line them up. And so my purple's in the middle. I'm going to have that be here. And then I'm going to have these will all make a straight line. So purple corner can go here in the middle. No, this is a purple. Well, the green was just a C. So we'll have CB over here, green, before I get rid of that. And then change this to purple. Here's purple. The middle part. And then the corner edge is blue. Over here is our blue corner. And so you did this for your triangles, and I did it many times, and it always adds to 180. So we're going to practice using that. And so on the practice, I'm just going to do a couple with you to show you like two levels of difficulty. So the baby level of difficulty, this actually is taught in lower grades also. And so this would be like a lower grades problem. But if you don't remember it, then that's okay. We're going to do it now. And so I have these three angles. I have M, I have A, and I have T. And I want to know what is the missing angle length. What is that? So to do that, I'm just going to say, okay, 27 plus 82 plus question marks equals 180 degrees. And I'm going to add 27 and 82 together, and that's 109 plus question marks equals 180. Now all I got to do is now subtract 109 from 180. And if I do that, I have to borrow. And so that's a 1 and a 7. And so my question mark angle equals 71. So I can just say question mark equals 71 degrees. And so then you always want to make sure that you are correct. And so get your calculator out and double check that when you add this up that it works. So 27 plus 82, or you can even just do it by hand like I'm going to, plus 71, add it up, and it should equal 180. So 7, 8, 9, 10, carry the 1, 8, 9, 10 for the 2, and then plus 1 is 11, plus 7 is 118. So sweet, I know this works. This is my check over here. So that's like the baby version, but you gotta know how to do that. So the next one's more of the like the big kid version. And so this is now going to involve algebra. And someone draws crazy obtuse triangle. And I have this angle here. I'm going to put it on the outside because it's just too hard to write inside. So this is 5x. And over on the inside over here, that's 2x. And then over here is also 2x. And so this is what we did in our warm-up today a little bit. We did, okay, well, I have 2x plus 2x plus 5x equals 180 because it's a triangle. And so now I need to know what is x. So this question is solve for x and then solve for each angle.